Hello, my name is Muru Patel. I'm the chairman and founder of My Tokenized Capital. We are the world's biggest first decentralized NFT minting, sharding, renting, sharing platform to bring social inclusion into the platform. However, this is not about me. This is about my good friend over here, Jorge Sebastiao from Portugal, but we meet around the world everywhere, and we're going to talk about some of the interesting things George has been working with, and maybe one or two particular projects in specific detail, because what George gets involved with is mind-blowing. We both share a lot of information about some of these projects. So without further ado, I hand you over to George. George, if you'd like to give us a quick hi, how are you, who you are, what kind of project we want to talk about.
Yes, my name is Jorge Sebastiao. I am a CEO of Nimbus DeFi. I've been in the IT industry for 35 years, about 20 plus years in cybersecurity, and in blockchain about 7 years almost. Obviously, it has been an amazing journey as blockchain went from blockchain 1.0, 2.0, and it's a big evolution as we go from what we call Bitcoin originally to Ethereum, to Binance Smart Chain, and to all these big advancements. So I've done so far about 40 projects in blockchain, and one of my latest projects is obviously Nimbus DeFi. As you know, DeFi, or decentralized finance, is an extremely important technology that enables us through the blockchain to create a platform that returns value to the participants. Now, the nice thing about DeFi is many aspects. One is it is completely decentralized. That means the code that it makes up the DeFi is actually running inside the blockchain. It runs through the mining nodes. It is based on a smart contract. So it's obviously important to get this smart contract audited. We actually got the smart contract audited by two of the most
Yeah,
vacant.
we did the same, too big,
just to
independent.
Be sure.
You have to be.
Just to be safe.
With a trusted certificate.
Correct. So, and we actually have two primary tokens that actually power the platform. One is a utility token known as NBEU, and the other one is a governance token known as GNBU. So the governance token obviously is the one that allows the members to actually vote or decide on which are the important directions that the project must take. So what are some of the key milestones that the project is undertaking? One of the first major milestones is our move from the Ethereum to the Binance Smart Chain. And there's many reasons for that. As you know, the Ethereum blockchain is a little bit clogged with transactions, so it's very slow. The number two problem is the cost of the transactions is extremely high, and the overall performance. So the move to the Binance Smart Chain is actually going to benefit the members in a very big way. The second big part of the project is the release of dApps, because at the end of the day, you need to give utility to the token.
Absolutely.
And this utility is coming through 4 dApps that we have created that enable to provide various sets of services. In reality, we are like creating a digital virtual bank. So it's a modern virtual bank. But we actually want to go beyond that. Since you have NASDAQ here, one of our primary objectives by the end of this year is to actually list in a real stock exchange. So we're looking at several. We look at the United States, we looked at Canada, and for now I think the one that is running ahead is the Toronto Stock Exchange.
The Toronto one also.
But NASDAQ is also a very...
That should be stage 2.
Stage 2. So we are taking...
You have to go
small
stage
steps.
1, stage 2. The pink labels to the stage 2, right?
That is correct. We have a very vibrant community. This community includes European Latino community. It includes a very big Russian community. And obviously, we're in the process of developing 2 other large communities. One is the Latino American or LATAM community, and the other one is the Asian community, which obviously includes things like Korea, Singapore, China, and all the Indonesia, all these neighboring countries. Another important element is we are actually working on a Sharia compliant DeFi element as well. As you know, being in the Middle East, actually we're giving it two names. In the Middle East, we call it Sharia compliant. Outside the Middle East, we're calling it ethical DeFi. Because, you know,
Ethical DeFi. Yep, I like it.
So, you know, so people understand as a common language, which is extremely good. So this allowed us to take this community from about 55,000 to now growing to about 100,000. So we're
Congratulations, well done. Well
so
done,
we're doing
well done.
step by step.
No, but that's the only way to do it, because I like the thing about what you're saying, you know, the fees and your transition to the Binance chain. You know, we've used Matic. It's 0.001 cent for transactions using Matic on top of Ethereum, because it's quite expensive to do all these DeFi convergence with art, really.
Sometimes the cost of the transaction is more expensive
Yes.
than the cost of the
Yeah,
token.
$150 sometimes. And why? Because, I mean, for us, our vision is to help the small people in Africa, India, places like that. And for you to bring financial inclusion to some of those people.
That is correct.
So every $1 makes a difference. So that's great to see that.
So it's a pleasure to be here.
Most welcome.
I invite you to visit our stand here. We have a
I will be there with the
team
camera
of-
crew soon.
We have about 25 people that came from various parts
Oh,
of the
wow.
world, some from Switzerland, some from Ukraine, some from Russia, and also some from Spain. So we have a
Done.
multitude of languages.
Done.
at our stand.
Fantastic.
So George, very interesting to hear what Nimbus is doing in this space. So I look forward to more developments from you. I mean, what do you think of the blockchain industry? There's a lot of exciting things going on.
The blockchain industry is still in its early baby steps.
Yes.
However, there's a lot of intelligent minds that have navigated to this space. So their creativity is actually producing amazing technology and amazing use cases. So I think the next 3, 4, 5 years are going to produce exponential growth like we have not seen before.
Very exciting. And we'll get updates from you from the NASDAQ when we can.
It will
and
be
that
my
would
pleasure to visit. And as you know, New York is always the center of the financial world as we know it today.
Thanks, George.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.